what's up? Facebook Live, what is up?
Oh yeah.
YouTube.
We in here.
We are in here. Hello. We're going to give it a couple seconds just to let all you good people log on. And I didn't even start the live stream on my iGo by mistake, so I'm glad I did give it a couple seconds.
Oh yeah.
Woo-wee.
It's a great day, people.
It's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to be alive.
Great day to be in crypto. What's up?
All right, here we go. I go live. Here we go. Come on, roll on in, people. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yo, what's up, Justin?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Gentlemen of Crypto, episode 27.
Oh yeah.
I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay. And we bridge the gap between the community and crypto.
Hey, got it right today too. Here we go. Hey, look, everybody come on in and get turned up today. Hey, Pete, what's going on, Pete? Shout out to our cybersecurity expert. He's logged on to Facebook Live. All right, people, we're going to start the day off a positive note. We all know what happened last night. Bitcoin jumped from what? 4,800, 4,700 to this morning at $5,300. Woo! How about them apples?
What I'm talking about.
All-time high.
$500.
And to start off this show, so we starting off this show all the way turned today. Wait, was it?
Yeah,
you just watch our loud last interview. We got another interview out.
Yeah.
So people, you know, I definitely gotta give Bitcoin Zay back a pat on his back. You know, we had some plans to do some business stuff last week, and he was like, "Hey man, give it until like the 10th or 11th." He's like, "Trust me on this one." So I was like, "All right, man, like all right, we're gonna push it." So we pushed it, and I kid you not, today on the 12th, literally this man predicted the future. So I'm giving a shout out to Bitcoin Zay. And just to let you all know how much of the future he predicted, like we already had the bottle of champagne waiting. Like I kid you not, we predicted today.
Yeah, this is the time.
So we definitely about to pop this for today's show. Oh, yeah. This is gonna be one of our. I appreciate. He got the shirts too.
Yeah. Had to get some shirts.
This is gonna be one of our more turned up shows. Yeah. It is what it is. I gotta give props to Bitcoin Zay on this one. It was a big win for us.
Yeah, and I gotta give props for the entire operation wise, us going through with the video. I don't even like being on camera that much, but I understand we gotta get it out there, and everybody that's been watching, appreciate it. But yeah, 5K, pop it, baby.
Pop this bottle, baby. You know how we do it. Hey, we get started. I hope y'all don't have a lot to do today because we ain't doing shit with this. Like,
today's celebration.
Celebration, baby.
Yes, indeed.
So it was a great day. Great day for all those involved in crypto people. Thank you for the support, and we thank you for buying and believing in the crypto community as well. You know?
We got a long way to go, but it's good to take the wins when you get them. Me, I'll probably be, you'll probably see me on camera somewhere once we get to 10K, but right now,
All right.
5, so we're good.
All right, that's enough fun. All right, you know we're going to jump into the news, market analysis, because not only are Bitcoin enthusiasts going crazy, people are going crazy who sold their Bitcoin too early. People are going crazy who shorted the market. People still short the market. Crypto Q in the house. What's up, Crypto Q?
What's up, Bo?
And of course, the banks are really losing their mind. We've seen about 6 or 7 articles from different banks and calling out banks today. We said a few weeks ago, we are in a cyber war. This is World War III. We called it out. I told you we've been on the front lines and we're not laying off, right? And this is the time we press our foot down even harder. And we show this is not a fraud. This isn't a fad. You know, Bitcoin's real.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
So, what do you want to say? Is that good? We need to say anything else about Happy 5K Day?
Well, I was going to say, for those of you who got in, a couple weeks ago, we got a lot of new followers and whatnot. We did reach, also celebrating 500 subscribers.
Oh, yeah.
So celebrate that.
Thank you for the support.
You for that. But we have seen an increase in people subscribing and watching. So in the last few weeks, I've talked to people on Twitter, Slack, all over the place, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm buying my first few. Thank you." And I'm happy for those people because they got in at a time. Some people get in and instantly lose. They got in and saw what Bitcoin could do, just almost like that. So yeah, I'm definitely excited, man.
Oh yeah, the shirts.
Oh yeah, like we're going to a family reunion.
You're right.
Oh yeah,
a bunch of family reunion.
Gentlemen of crypto. Yeah.
So, to piggyback on that, once again, it was literally 2 weeks ago. We're not going to tell you how many messages, emails, how many people we spoke to at parties or whatever, and get-togethers who were asked, like, should we sell our Bitcoin? And we were like, no, like, what are you talking about? But people, and some people did, I know, but some people were really contemplating, like, all right, I just want to cash out, just want to sell. We're like this, you're new, this happens. Yeah. This happens all the time. And of course, let's not go crazy. We know it's going to, it has to correct people and everything. So it's all about getting in and getting out at the right time. But right now, with the momentum we have, you have to understand that next floor has been reached. We gotten past the next psychological barrier. We've broken the all-time high. So next time we do have that big 30% dip overnight, you know, whatever, because
we're gonna talk about that.
Some financial advisor comes out or banker comes out that everybody just pledge allegiance to. But that next floor might be 4,300 now, 44,000. The same way people are just now going crazy for 2,900, 3,000. We are about to establish a brand new floor. So next time it does dip, it has to dip, people. It's going to happen. We're not saying everything's always going to be perfect, right?
Don't go crazy.
Yeah. But when it does dip, now we're talking about dipping to 4,200. Once again, if you just bought, you might be like, wait, what? But for the people who've been in now since 2,000, 3,000, you're like, oh, that's still a pretty good percent gain on the year. Like, we're good to go. So
absolutely, yeah. And let's see, you said about 3 Bitcoin. Well, like I said, as far as investment advice, you got to do your own research. But if you're thinking long term, what you should be, buy it. The best time to buy Bitcoin is yesterday.
Yeah.
That's what I always say. Because if you think long term, like I said, there were people who, honestly, at 5,000, in my opinion, I was like, once we pass
I'm from Detroit too, LaShawn. What's up? I had to shout out.
Oh yeah, Detroit. What's up? But in my opinion, I thought once it gets past 5,000, it's definitely going to 10. I just can't see. I mean, with the correction, of course, it doesn't really matter because in my opinion, if it got to 5,000 without an ETF and without a hedge fund in it, imagine when they do enter it. They haven't even pushed
traditional money isn't in yet, people. It's not in. Traditional money ain't in. So
yeah, unless last night was the beginning, and then you really gonna, like I said, that's what pushed it. That's fine, but as soon as it gets in, and I would diversify. You don't want to go all in on one thing.
We don't even go all in on Bitcoin.
I mean, I would say, like we go mostly in it, but still, you got some of these alts that once the profit from Bitcoin is taken, it's flowing into alts. Alts are super red. They don't stay red forever. I know some people look at.
I'm about to fill up on alts this weekend.
Yeah, I'm telling you, alt shopping.
We're about to spend literally 2 or 3 days just on alts, people. Like all day.
Yep, and that's what I'm saying. Alts are really cheap right now, and then some of those that have conferences coming up. Like Ripple, we were talking about. I think Ethereum Classics got one.
This is another big one.
It's a few. Shop Live. That would be. It might be ideal. Alt shopping. Yeah, but absolutely, I would say, like I said, congratulations. But looking forward, I don't see it stopping at 10K. So smart cash is in Venezuela. Yep, saw that.
All right. Speaking of different countries, let's go ahead to Korea. South Korea in general. They condemned Segwit 2X, which is, cheers again, I guess. We got all types of good news today. So basically, let me see where this story is at. It said members of the Seoul Bitcoin meetup have released a formal statement opposing November's Segwit 2X Bitcoin hard fork. A copy of the open letter uploaded to Medium Thursday confirms the staunch opposition of the groups, the largest in South Korea with 1,600 members. They said they're confident that Bitcoin, the legacy chain, will not only survive the fork but continue to flourish as a dominant Bitcoin network. And that's off an article, I believe, from like Cointelegraph on there, so you can check that out there. It looks like people are starting to choose sides, which is good because a common problem and everything people were complaining about the last couple of times. Bitcoin Cash and then other little ones that are happening. Ethereum is like
dark.
Yeah, it's like the exchanges need to come out and groups that people have money behind need to come out and choose their side, like publicly. That's something I've seen a lot of people in the crypto community been calling for, especially with the exchanges, because we want to know, like, if you're not going to honor this, or if you're not with it, or if you're going to give us 85% back, tell us up front so we can plan for it. We'll come back to your exchange because at least you're being honest, but you got to tell people up front. So I think that's what Korea's meetup is aiming to do. It's like, hey, we're letting you know right now where we stand, and that's with regular Bitcoin.
And with 2X, I'll go ahead and tell you now, the wallets that are using 2X or that have said they may agree to the New York agreement, I'll go ahead and read them to you now. BitPay, Bitcoin.com, Blockchain.info, Coinbase, and Jax. Those are the big ones. They are looking at implementing Segwit 2X to be available on their platform. So if you have that wallet and you're on the fence, you don't really want to use it, I would move it to another wallet where they're going to stick with the same Bitcoin chain, like I said, with South Korea coming out saying it. There are other wallets, like I said, there are Airbits and some of the other ones that are like, yeah, we're definitely using Bitcoin. So you definitely want to look into that going forward because that fight hasn't happened. And like I said,
it's going to come, people.
And when everybody's euphoric, like I said, everybody gets excited. That's great. Celebrate. But remember, you have to look forward to the future because
you have to know what's coming next. That's the only way you say it.
When everybody gets super excited, that's when stuff happens. Just like when everybody was bearish last week. And I had the biggest smile on my face because I was like,
you kept posting, he kept posting and tweeting about it. He has like a week 2 weeks of tweets and posts, like just
same picture of me
not
drinking
worried.
wine.
Yeah,
because I'm like, that's
he's
literally what I
been
do.
chilling.
I'm just
He's
like,
been chilling.
These people, they keep telling us it's gonna go down forever, and then Ledger X. Yep, the Ledger X news coming out where you can start using that. I mean, it's so much innovation coming out right now that, in my opinion, utility-wise, it's not going anywhere. I mean, the price is gonna fluctuate based on the market, but it's basically it's a part of our everyday now. So,
like I said, people, when we have this in writing out there, like via emails and stuff, we bought this champagne like literally a week or two ago when the price was low. Okay, we brought this champagne early, and he was like, "Give me to like the 11th." He said, "Give me to the 10th or 11th." And I tell you what, listen. If it's 10K, it's 10K. What 50 always say? If he say he did it, he did it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he did that.
He did that. But yeah, so what else is going on? Oh my goodness. So we're about to jump on the banks, of course, the Jamie Dinosaur Diamonds, all those people. It looks like a couple of people are tapping out. I'll just share with you a couple of phrases I'm starting to see now in the news. Why big banks are so nervous about Bitcoin. Bitcoin taking on the banks, a power shift. These are the phrases that are starting to be reported, and expect to hear more of them. They're starting to see as people on the other side, you know, like a couple of commenters said, let me see. Commenters said, Steve said, we are coming for you in your paper in regards to Jamie Dimon. Another commenter, Bitcoiner, said, rise up against financial tyranny. So it's people actively out there taking on the banks back. And why would you want to take on a bank, you say? Well, allegedly banks like PNC told one of their customers, if we find out you're buying Bitcoin, you face account closures, which I've told people repeatedly. That's happened to me.
Happened to me.
Right?
We've been through it.
Long story short, when I was deployed last year. I was traveling different countries every few weeks, using my debit card, using credit cards. And as soon as I came back home, started the business, made my first $100 or whatever Bitcoin transaction on it. I had to go inside of Bank of America. You know, I've been a member there for over like 10 or 11 years, probably 12 or 13 years. And I really had to sit down with somebody and tell them where this weird transaction, they didn't know where it came from. But I'm like, come on, I already know what's going on, guys. Like, I was just traveling.
Yeah.
Like,
competition, that was
so I fully understand them, but I guess U.S. Bank PNC allegedly said they want nothing to do with Bitcoin, and they would still threaten to close their accounts if customers don't reveal why they bought it. So that's a story that's on social media right now. It's been getting bounced around throughout the community. And once again, I don't doubt that it's not real. It's like I said, I've experienced it. We've already had accounts closed with Chase. QuickBooks closed some accounts we had. Like, people have already done it. We've
Coinbase,
been Coinbase. We've been on the front line when that happens. So it sucks, believe me, because it's not like you get a heads up or a warning. It happens immediately. And whatever business operations you have going, they have to stop, or you have to keep them moving and figure out how, more specifically. But so it's not fun.
Hey, but it's worth the fight.
It's worth the fight, though.
Like I said, we've experienced pretty much everything you can in crypto.
We've been at this point. We've been through it. So
and I'm just kind of getting myself in a place where I can be prepared for whatever comes next. So yeah, definitely.
We already said they're gonna make one more concerted effort, people. We know that
the matrix is starting to crack. And somebody, I think it was Jamal, was talking about the game theory behind how we think this will all play out. I think we mentioned before, as far as Bitcoin as an asset class, I think the value of it will be so much that at some point it'll be pegged like gold. So it'll give countries the ability to basically put value back in their country based on underlying technology. Because with gold, there's supposedly a set amount. Supposedly, there's a finite amount. But if they found a gold mine in Montana next week, then the price of gold would plummet instantly, because then there would be so much more supply. You don't have to worry about that with Bitcoin. We know there's 21 million only ever coming out. So as soon as a government or a big group of people peg their value, I think that'll be the first big step once Bitcoin gets to 25, 50K maybe one day. Government will use it, peg it. They'll actually have digital assets against it. Like, well, this is reliable. We know this is going up. People got to use it. And we can pay back countries with Bitcoin. We can promise to pay back in Bitcoin. That's better than gold.
And you can write that into a smart contract. You know, all this national debt crisis and everything we have, people. Think if when we started making treaties and sanctions and all that stuff, we did it on the blockchain in a smart contract. Even with debt, do you know how, like, would it jack up some countries? Yeah, it's going to teach you how to be better accountants and better bankers, because if we had everything, on a contract, on a blockchain with that. It's not what we're going to raise the ceiling this month or we're going to try to borrow more and push it. No, literally that contract will execute because it's programmed to execute. And one country will get more money and one country will lose it. Yeah. So if we had that on the blockchain, that's going to literally change the way intergovernmental agencies work together, institutional, structural organizations work together, and not just with us, but other nations as well. So
yeah, and it's got to go against competition because there will be some government coins, there will be some whatever SDR, there'll be whatever. But the fight, we always say, is centralized and decentralized. So at that point, once people see what the value is in decentralization, from that point it'll be a no-brainer. Yeah. But we gotta get to that point, and this is one big, huge step. Because I remember when we passed 1,000, and I was thinking to myself, man, we got to 1,000 finally. It took forever, but this took even longer. It was like, man, 4 years going through all the valleys and peaks, and most people, like I said, had no clue where the price would go. But now that you see it can get to 5. In my opinion, it's
regardless what happened.
Bit shares.
Regardless what happens with Bitcoin at this point, we can always chalk it up as a win. Yeah. For people who entered anybody who entered the Bitcoin market before 5 a.m. this morning, you won in Bitcoin. You can never say technically it was bad, you lost money. You can pull everything out right now and you won in Bitcoin. So I think that's something that's important to remember, regardless of what happens next. What were you saying about BitShares?
Somebody mentioned BitShares. Right now, as I would say with any decentralized exchange, BitShares, SafeX, any of these other decentralized exchanges, they are good as far as long-term investment because I think innovation-wise, people will use them in order to not have to go through centralized exchange. The more popular they get, the more they'll be used. So for long-term, hey, it seems pretty good, but I can't, tell you the prices will go up tomorrow. It's a lot of altcoins that are very, very low in price. BitShares is one of them. So why not take a chance? I believe it's less than a penny, if I'm not mistaken, or less than 10 cents. So if you think about it long term, decentralized exchanges do have a utility. So I will say that. So do your own research.
In the comment box going crazy on YouTube.
I don't know what y'all arguing about.
No, it's a good day, people. Yeah, it's a good
great day.
Come on.
But this is what happens. Money comes around, and all of a sudden people got arguments.
It's all good. But. All right. So Dinosaur Diamond is back on our page. So Jamie Dimon basically he's tapping out, which is about time because he was close to getting knocked out. So I'm glad he's tapping out. But he said he would stop talking about Bitcoin. He said he's not going to talk about Bitcoin anymore, and they are now open-minded about cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
Wow.
Open-minded.
Wait. Here's my thing. Do we get the word cryptocurrency in the mix, Jamie? Thank you for that. We appreciate it because a lot of people don't know what cryptocurrency is, but they're going to Google it now that you said it. But he's open-minded. What do you think about that?
I think it's pretty much hilarious. As much as we were laughing when we saw he bought the dip. Exactly. Yeah. It's just hearing it is hilarious because most people like us, we laugh. We were like, "Are you serious, Jamie Dimon? Did you really look at Bitcoin, or did you just say something that it took for it to dip?" Which it kind of looks like it was.
Someone said, "Hold up, wait a minute."
He's like, "Oh, is that what now?" Like,
no, come on.
Yeah. Come on, man. It's the same game. At some point, we were discussing earlier. You'll start realizing these people aren't as quote unquote smart as you think. They are a product of the system. Meaning they read all the guidelines it takes to get people to trick them out of their money. They took those guidelines. They don't have an innovative bone in their body.
And you know what? I'm gonna say even if they used to be, for whatever reason they stopped doing it, and they're not anymore. People, all right, they not the guys no more. No. And they're gonna have to get used to it.
Yep. So. And it looks like now they're trying to join. We're at the fight join. I tell you right on that line, the fight join part.
So that's what I was gonna say. First, so Jamie Dimon, in additional to those statements, he said he wouldn't put this on a high-end category of important things in the world. Right, because changing an entire financial system globally isn't that important, Jamie. That tells me a lot about you. But he said, but I'm not going to talk about Bitcoin anymore. Now, you need to remember, we talked about this already, but I saw the story reappear today. It said, of course, as JP Morgan slammed Bitcoin, especially when he called it a fraud a few weeks ago, his company invited a tech guru to explain it to his top managers. And you talked about that. We posted about it. Yeah. We've already had articles, but those articles are recirculating. But at the same time, which is why we kept saying, I tweeted it this morning and all that Facebook, but I'm not going to be happy till the SEC arrests this guy. on market manipulation, because he drove the price down intentionally at the same time his company was hosting a conference or something, or like a meeting for blockchain technology and Bitcoin.
In San Francisco,
Yeah, so that is like just market manipulation in front of us. Like, he's getting away with it.
Yeah, and his daughter is probably somewhere laughing at him, and he probably came home, last night, and his daughter was like, "Hey, I'm pretty much richer than you were at my age.
Right?
Should have bought Bitcoin." And he's just like, "Yeah."
So to me, I don't know. Especially it's interesting when the SEC or the U.S. Treasury Department just released, what was it? Remember we talked about a week ago, there are 2 units of their cyber warriors, whatever, cyber units. So it's like, how did you just start 2 units of cyber units to go after people who commit market manipulation? And the regular system that you use, the biggest player is doing it right in front of you.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I get it. The market manipulators in this industry hasn't started paying their mafia tax. I get it. So
it's all good. We understand. But yeah, good to see you too, KMB. But yeah.
Another thing. Let's talk about the shorts. So some people shorted. You were telling me, right? What happened with the shorts? And for those, what is the short?
If you were, we do need some hoodies. Yeah, definitely. But the shorts, if you watch the market, which I do pretty much all day, it's my favorite TV show, right? But some of the shorts I saw last night, I saw 2 $1 million contracts get shorted, and then the biggest one was a $10 million contract somebody shorted. They got blown through so bad, some of the websites crashed last night. My computer almost crashed because the like I said, there's...
You guys, because I know some people, so short people, we talk about going long and short. Going short is when you bet the price of Bitcoin is going to go down, and you can multiply the amount of money you have. Like, you basically
with leverage.
Yeah, you can borrow money or whatever. So it's like saying, I'm gonna borrow 5 times the amount of the money I actually have, and guess that Bitcoin is going to go down to 4,000 tomorrow. And there were people in there with $10 million contracts. You said
$10 million contracts.
$10 million contracts going against Bitcoin yesterday and this morning.
Yeah, and the ones I watched, OKCoin, BitMEX, Bitstamp, and GDAX. I usually watch that. And then
you said it started to crash or started messing with your computer?
The websites. Well, when my browser started crashing, my computer got a little slow, but it kept happening because the price kept blinking over and over so fast. That's what the price could do. It could just blow through whatever short you have. So somebody lost $10 million. I don't know worth of contracts last night, and it's one of those rules. Never short Bitcoin. Well, I won't say never, but if you don't know what you're doing, set a stop loss. Oh my God, what is wrong with you people? Jesus Christ, just put a stop loss, and you know I'm not going to lose more than a certain amount.
Even better, just give us your money. All right?
Yeah, we got you. Well, unless you want to give it to me,
we'll take care of y'all.
I appreciate it. Jesus Christ, people.
So with that last good one, I like. You said this guy has done it before. He's been around, or another similar guy. But in a Bitcoin gamble, it says man sells everything and camps out waiting for next boom.
Yeah, and somebody asked about it yesterday. Well, he woke up happy this morning.
Yeah, it said a 39-year-old Diddy Tahu decided to go against the grain. He has sold everything, and he and his family own. He sold everything he and his family own and stuck it all in Bitcoin. He lives in a campsite with a small portion of Bitcoin, and he's just waiting for it to reach the moon. So I think that was on CoinDesk or Cointelegraph. I want to make sure I attribute these guys. All those journalists on there are really good.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so once again, people. Bitcoin Zay quit his job and went all in. I
wouldn't suggest it, but
I wouldn't suggest it, but I literally got out the military myself, out of a career that was a good career, and started this, put my savings into it as well. As the guys who's selling their houses, the guy who said he sold his house, like last year or something.
Yeah. He decided to go.
Yeah, he sold his house and put it all in Bitcoin and crypto. Look, we got people. Tonio say he left his job. I know Bitcoin Vegan left his job. Whatever. So it's all these people we know.
That was the best feeling.
Yeah, it's all these people we know who literally risked it all. And as we've seen, we're growing people. And once again, we're still in for a big fight. We're in for a big fight, but it's looking good. We got a debt ceiling talk in December. Historically, Bitcoin, they always points out historically, it goes up in the year?
The last 3 months, historically, 3 of the last 4 years, it's gone up an average of 94.5%. I did the numbers last night. Between October and January, people are buying Christmas gifts. People are visiting each other on holidays. Plus, with this jump in price in Bitcoin, the FOMO is about to be real. So
decentralized.
Yep, and I will say in January 3rd is always the anniversary. If you look at January 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, the price always goes. It's ATM. The price always goes, you know, through the roof or whatnot in anticipation. And going forward, like I said, even if you are speculative and you're like, I don't really even know what it's used for, you got to remember, you know, history is big in TA, technical analysis, and from a fundamental standpoint, like I said, when usually when any altcoin or cryptocurrency's anniversary comes, the price usually shoots. So the next 3 months should be interesting. Like I said, we will see a correction or retrace at some point, just because that's how markets do. People want to take profits, but this bull looks strong, and I'm excited just to be in the space. And I hope you are too, because it's gonna get real in 2018.
Yeah, this is historical, people.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that's about all the news. It's a great day. Who won the free Bitcoin yesterday? Did we take a peek at that? Right?
Well, nobody actually, you know, responded. So, like I said, Dimitri, still got to send yours. Yeah, and because it's 5K day, I sent it to you twice.
There we go. Look, Dimitri,
you're a
big
double
winner,
yeah.
chicken dinner.
So, nobody commented with anything we said yesterday, so not today. But,
what was the Ethereum question? You can put the Ethereum question back up there when you see it. Oh, he said trademark is ATM.
Oh, man, you take my name. Nah, it's all good, man.
Yeah, if you I saw somebody say somebody Ethereum, you put the question back up again, we'll answer it.
Yeah.
We didn't see it the first time. All right, for the free Bitcoin today though, what are we doing?
For the free Bitcoin today, let's get some predictions, because some hard-hitting predictions. When do you think Bitcoin will hit 6,000? Because some people think it'll hit today, and then some people
talking about today.
Yeah, like 5,500 I think is more reasonable, but I mean, FOMO is real. Trust me. I sat there and watched a screen blink almost out of the picture. So the FOMO is real. So do you think it'll hit today? Do you think it'll retrace? Next week, right before Bitcoin Gold comes out.
Make sure you put in the comments, people. This is for the free Bitcoin.
Put it in the comments. Yeah, put it in the comments. And this is for some free Bitcoin, and put your public address. So what date, and whoever we think is more accurate, because your description, will send that to you. And if you actually happen to be right on point, like the date, we'll actually send you some more, because
after the video, you put it in the comment section.
Yeah, after the video, put it in the comment section.
Because it won't save right now.
Yeah, I would say right now it's just flashing passes.
And make sure, what did you say one more time so they get it? In quotes.
In quotes, put your public address, put what date you think Bitcoin will hit $6,000.
Yeah. And why.
Yeah. And explain to us why. So make sure it's the right public address so we can send that to you. And we'll send you that free Bitcoin.
We haven't been in Seattle, but we actually are going to probably go next year at some point, because it is
do the West Coast tour.
Yeah, we're doing a West Coast tour, San Francisco, Seattle, all those. We got to jump fully into this the tech space and meet all these people.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, and any other things are going on. I'm trying to think. Oh, somebody's asked about Bitcoin Gold. Right now, Bitcoin Gold
it's trash, but some people gonna
make some money off it. We don't know which exchanges are doing what yet. Some have kind of been on the fence again.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens. But and Ether Cash. Somebody say Ether Cash.
Yeah, I gotta look into it, but it's just more the same, man. People, it's just one of those things, man. I've read about hundreds of altcoins.
I was gonna say, if there are ever offshoots, it is literally discretionary income. Like, it is a amount we're not gonna miss. We're just gonna throw it in there and see what happens.
Yeah.
But as far as being bullish, like putting in a few Bitcoins, we don't do that. That's not our strategy. But
not chasing.
Yeah, but once again, those things you don't have to put a lot in. Bitcoin, when Bitcoin Gold come out, of course you're gonna get a 1-for-1. Mm-hmm. Ether Cash, and whatever it is. Ether Dark.
I mean, they've had jumps, but that pump is artificial.
But and here's the thing, I would literally say that those are the buy and holds until they do get a market cap where it's all right, we can make some money on volatility all day, every day.
Mm-hmm.
Then literally just put whatever's comfortable to you, put it in there, and then don't look at it, because set a sell order, whatever you think that it could hit. Because I told people before for like Redcoin and Bitbean, because I saw, it did jump this year. I mean, they all jumped, of course, but the jumps on those were incredible. Since then, they went right back down. I have sell orders on those. So if those things ever hit a random flash eye or whatever,
boom.
I mean, wow, it's gonna go. So I do something like that for Ethereum Dark and all that as well. I'll put a few dollars in there, put a very high sell order that probably will never be reached. But if it so happened to get reached, then you're good to go.
Oh yeah. But yeah.
Anything else? We good to go?
It's a great day. Ready to celebrate.
All right, and we in right here around 30 minutes. Look.
Oh yeah, it's time.
It's gonna be a good day. Is it Friday or Thursday?
It's Thursday.
All right, people.
Who cares about days? I don't even know what
Listen,
day it is.
you know who's gonna be acting all funny when he get this Bitcoin money, right?
Hey man, celebration. I've been working hard.
All right, people. Hey, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate all the support. Seriously, continue to like and share these videos as you've been doing. You can follow us at Kirby Crypto, KRBECRYPTO. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram that we never update, Twitter.
We gotta update.
We're gonna update today.
Yeah.
And then of course our website now, Kirby Crypto, KRBECrypto.com for those interested in consultations or anything of that nature.
Oh yeah.
Thank you until next time.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, wait till we get real. So we got this background music.